Hi everyone, it's Cal here from TeachMyNiche. Just doing an instructional video on how to use TeachMyNiche.com, how to get yourself set up on the website through the My Dashboard feature once you've been approved as a tutor, and then how to create your profile and be found by students. So if you've already had your induction, we might have went over this, and so this is just to take you through at your own speed and let you see how to get yourself set up. Okay. So once you've been approved as a tutor, you will get an email from me with your details to the online classroom system. But as well as that system, you also need to know how to use our website, which is teachmyniche.com. So what you can do is click into this My Dashboard in the top left of the website. And once it loads, you will get a page where you can see if you have any listings on the site. If you already have your listing on the site, it'll appear here and you can edit it through a button on this side. If you don't already have your listing on the site, you can click on Submit Listing to get yourself started. Now, if your profile hasn't been approved as a tutor already, you'll get an error message which says something like, sorry, only tutors can access this content. If you have been approved though, it'll take you to this page where you can then fill in this form and basically submit the listing to appear on the site. Now, for any parents who have found this video, you can't, as I've briefly explained, you can't access this form unless you've been approved as a tutor already. So tutors have to go through a couple of different stages before we allow them to create their profile on the site. So if you're a tutor and you are here, you want to start with your first name and the initial of your surname. A summary of your profile in 10 to 20 words, so something like, passionate language tutor with 10 years teaching experience, whatever best represents you. And then the most important part really is the biography. So normally what we say works really well and what parents seem to look for is a friendly intro to the tutor, a little bit about your background, some of your experience. Also, you might want to put in any hobbies that you might have that a student may connect with. And finally, how can you help the student achieve their goals? So, as I say, this is a brief structure, but it seems to work quite well. And it addresses kind of the key points that most people would tend to look for in finding a tutor. What you can do then once you've put all of your details in is you can bold certain parts or you can use bullet points to really like segment your profile and make it look quite nice and stand out from the rest. Um, and then your profile picture. So something fun, professional, something that's going to be really appealing to students and parents to go, yeah, I trust that person. I'd book lessons with them. Once you've done that, you can go down to your subjects. So if you click on this, you'll be able to scroll through all of the subjects that we already have made available. If your subject isn't here, don't worry, just drop us an email and we can get this added in the back end for you. So if you scroll through, you can select all of the ones that apply to yourself. And next is the tags and keywords section. So these don't actually appear on your profile, but it helps you to get found in Google search results for those subject levels. So if you pick the levels that you're able to tutor to, so whether it's GCSE or hobbies or whatever, you can select those here. Okay. As it's self-employed work, the hourly rate is completely controlled by yourself. So if you want to charge £20 an hour, go for it. You can change it at a later date also. And what I normally just advise is if you do change it at a later date, drop us an email so that we can update you on the payment system as well as just on the website. Okay. Contact details then, so your phone number and email address. So these will stay hidden from your main profile, but it will create a chat feature on your profile where the student can message you through there. Okay. If they do send you a message, you'll get a notification in your emails to say you've received a message on TeachMyNiche. Log into your dashboard to check it out. It's through the dashboard then that you can reply to the student and answer any queries that they may have about your capabilities of teaching a certain topic or part of a subject. And finally, we have this free 15-minute consultation section. So we offer free 15-minute consultations so that a parent and student can get to know you a bit better and answer any questions that they may have before deciding to actually pay for the lesson. Now, yes, they can do this through the Chat with Tutor messaging feature, but they may also want to book a call and just have any questions answered directly over the phone, as well as get a bit of a better feel for yourself as a tutor. In terms of this form, we're planning to make this a lot more straightforward as the time goes on, but these top couple of options are kind of irrelevant. So if you leave these blank, the first one that you want to start from is time slot. So if you click on time slot, you can display how many slots you have available. So let's say 2 slots available in the week for one guest. And then you can select the days of the week where you're actually available to take those free 15-minute calls. So let's say from 7 to 7:15, and then we'll set up another slot from 7:45 to 8 p.m. Okay. As I said, this is just for the free 15-minute consultation, not the actual lesson availability. So if you only want to set up 1 or 2 slots per week, that's absolutely fine, because the student at the end of the day can message you and ask, hey, are you free at a different time for us to have a call? And then you can arrange that way. So once you've filled in all of these details and you're happy that your profile is up to date and accurate, then what you can do is agree with the terms and conditions, provided that you do, of course, and submit the listing for approval. Once you've submitted that listing for approval, it will come through to ourselves. We'll have a look and we'll get you live on the site, provided that everything is where it should be. And then you'll be able to find yourself in the tutor search results pages. We are growing as a tutoring company, so we currently have around 100 tutors approved at the time of this recording, and we're taking more on board. The important thing to note is we only take tutors on board who we're genuinely happy with in terms of the quality. And yeah, if you're a parent watching this video, there's a couple of different application stages that you have to go through before we approve tutors. And currently, the approval rate stands at around 10%. So we only take the best tutors on board to the site. If you have any further questions around getting your profile set up, drop me an email and I'll get back to you on it. Some things in terms of the layout of the website might change, but the general structure should stay the same and the features should stay roughly the same as well. In terms of what the student can do when they're looking for your profile, when they find you, let's click on Rena's profile, for example, just to have a quick look. So you've got the structure, which is the profile photo, any subjects, and the price. The tutor's profile then, the chat with tutor button where they can message you directly, which you would get the email notification for, and finally 3 similar tutors at the bottom of that page. Once you've had those messages and the student is happy that they want to go ahead with the lesson, what they can do then is click on lesson credits in our menu, and they can purchase a set amount of credits for you. Okay, so the credit cost is whatever you've decided to set as your hourly rate, and 1 credit is equal to a 1-hour lesson. So if the student wants to buy 10 lessons with Giuseppe, for example, we can click add to basket. We'll be redirected to the basket then where we can see what we've got there. So we might want to update, say, 10 lessons and update that. And once the student checks out, we will get a notification to say this student has bought 10 lessons with Giuseppe. And it's at that point then that we would create an online classroom account for the student and credit their account with the 10 credits and assign you as their tutor so that they can use those credits to book lessons in your availability slots. In terms of our website, that's everything done. It's just a case of you getting yourself listed and then waiting for the student to make that approach for lesson bookings. The next system is the online classroom, which we will set the account up for you as soon as you've paid the initial setup fee. And you will receive those details by email. As you can see here, you can access the online classroom through this top link, and then by clicking proceed to online classroom. This page also just briefly explains the process in that a student can only access the classroom if they've already purchased lesson credits for the tutor. If they haven't, they can click on find a tutor or they can purchase the credits through that page. The most important thing is you don't have to worry about that part. We will deal with all of that end, and we will simply assign the student to you in the online classroom system, which I'll cover in the next video in a bit more detail. Hopefully this has been useful to you, and for any parents out there, I hope that you're watching this and thinking that, yeah, this is a great company and they're quite clearly interested in only taking the best tutors on board. And we hope to see you book some lessons with us soon. Thanks.